Today we are making a luxurious apple upside down cake. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to butter we're going to butter our pan. Okay, hold up guys. You can't make this cake. It was horrible. It was a beautiful cake. It was supposed to be a luxurious cake, but it was the driest cake I have ever tried to eat. Guess what we're making today? We're making a made-up recipe. And the reason is I made an apple, luxury apple cake the other day. And it was terrible. I did the whole video. The cake was absolutely gorgeous. But when I bit into it, it was dry to the bone. I'm not talking, it was so dry and so horrible. And I'm not going to tell you where I got the recipe from because it was from a prominent chef who has lots of cookbooks and things like that. So I don't want to discredit anyone. Maybe they were having a bad day or something like that whenever they made the video or whenever they wrote that recipe. So anyway, I'm going to make one up. I love the idea of it. And so I'm going to do it with you today. We're going to make up a recipe together. And so that video is all done and shot. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of it. We're not going to air it or anything. I'm not going to air that video. But I'm probably going to give you a sneak peek of what it looked like right up here. It was beautiful. And I was so excited about it. I think it was a wonderful video. It went really good. But when I bit into that cake, I go, oh my gosh, this is so dry. And I followed it exactly. I followed the recipe exactly. So I decided that I'm going to do a similar recipe, but I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to make it moist. I'm going to make it beautiful. And I'm going to share it with you. We need green apples. I know that I'm going to get some people don't like the way I peel apples. And I'm going to tell you the reason that I'm trying to do better today. I'm doing it very thin. But the reason that I take a lot of peel off my apples is because of when I was about 6 years old, I was watching the Brady Bunch. And the father of the Brady Bunch bit an apple on the TV show. And I think I was probably 6 years old. And it was like taking just makes my skin crawl. It's like taking your fingernails and going down a chalkboard. Well, that's the way the apple was to me. And ever since then, I cannot watch people eat apples. I just can't do it with the peel on. And you will never catch me eating an apple with the peel on. And if my grandkids eat an apple, I'm going to peel it. Okay? And if they get to it before I can peel it, oh well, but I can't watch it. Okay, so I did try to peel these very thin as I could, but we can't have any peel on my apples. So that's why I do that. Okay, but we don't want to waste. So now I'm going to take my apples and we're going to core them. And you're going to get some apple juice. Just take the core out. So now I want to, because I was so upset about work all afternoon in making that recipe, making that beautiful apple cake. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do better. I am not going to give my viewers, my subscribers, that cake. I'm just not going to do it because you'll be made it and you'll be disappointed in me. And I don't want you disappointed in me. So hopefully this turns out. So if this don't turn out, we've tried. This is an experimental recipe. And if it turns out, we'll have a very good recipe to eat on. Okay. We're going to take, if there's any peel on it, I'm getting it off, guys. Or any seeds or anything. And so we're going to take our apples and kind of thin them just a little bit. Some of them might need, you know, we're going to make them where they lay really beautiful, but they won't be too thick. If you got any seeds, just kind of get them out. Kind of want uniformity. Okay, so we have our apples here. We're going to set those to the side. Okay, we're going to do 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce, and I just have the half a cup here. So we're just going to put in 1 cup of applesauce. Ooh, I got to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Why do I always forget that? I know I'm coming in here to bake. It can get so hot in my kitchen, and so sometimes I think, well, I'll just wait till I get everything together, and next thing I know, I've started my video and haven't preheated my oven. So anyway, so we got 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce. Now we need 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Just put that right in. Now we need 1 cup of granulated sugar. Now we need 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And this is what's going to make the cake moist. Okay, so now we need three large eggs. Okay, guys, I got me a new hand mixer. It is awesome. It's a Hamilton Beach. I got it at Walmart for $26.99. The other one that always sounded like it was going to blow up, I paid like 40 something for it. This is so heavy and so nice. I love this thing. And I am going to try to remember to link it down below. I got it at Walmart, but I'll put an Amazon link down below. And the price is perfect. Oh my gosh, you're getting high quality for that price. Best hand mixer I've ever owned. I'm not selling this. I'm not sponsored by it, but it's awesome. I'm just sharing a great tip with you about this. Love, love, love that. Okay, we're going to need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Can't find my salt. I moved everything around in my kitchen the other day, and I can't find my salt. My salt, guys. How do you lose salt? I have a whole container of salt somewhere. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's setting. I should cut this out. It was sitting right here. Oh gosh. Half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Put the lid back on. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of pumpkin spice because it needs cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg. So I'm just going to, I think that will just solve every bit of that. I think it'll taste great in the apples. Okay, I need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just going to kind of whisk it around. Now we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now I'm going to sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour right in here. 2 cups of sifted all-purpose flour. I hope this turns out right. I just got a feeling it's going to be good. And we're just going to do it right over our wet ingredients. And you can add nuts if you want to. I'm not going to add any nuts because I'm going to see if my father-in-law can at least taste a little bit. And I think we're going to leave out the nuts. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, we're not going to overbeat it. We're just going to make sure it's just well incorporated. I'm just going to scrape the bowl. This is what I'm going to use for my cake pan today. It's a apple casserole dish. And I need to spray it. Believe it or not, guys, I got some Baker's Joy. I just think that's better. Okay, we're going to pour our cake batter right in here. Now we're going to take our apples. Now we're just going to take our apples and we're just going to kind of lay them out all on this pan. Kind of lay them the same way if you can. They might sink and that's just fine. Just going to kind of lay them in. Trying to fill in any kinks that, just kind of fill in any kinks that you see, any going to fill it with our apple. Kind of go back around and kind of where we laid them out, kind of fill in. I think that'll be pretty. This is kind of fill in a little bit. Don't want to waste our apple. Kind of give it a little rustic look. Okay, I'm going to take about a half a cup of brown sugar. and 4 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to melt it in the microwave. We're going to stir it and melt it in the microwave. That's beautiful, that rustic look. I'm just going to stir this around. I think I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're just going to kind of spoon it over our apples just a little bit. We don't want to press in our apples. We want to keep it that way. Just going to kind of spread it over the top. A little bit each place. I don't make up a lot of recipes, but when I have a bad recipe that tastes horrible, I will get in there and I'll try to make it better. Because it's too much work to, have a recipe and it not be good. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's going to be rustic and gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be great. I'm hoping. And we don't need any icing. You know what we need for this? Ice cream. We don't need any icing. We just need some vanilla ice cream. Let's hope and pray that this turns out great. I would love it. And then if it tastes really good, I want you guys to make it. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, whether it tastes good or not, I don't know. We're going to find out. That's gorgeous. Did y'all notice my shirt that I was going to wear tonight matches my cake pan or casserole dish, whatever it's called, cake pan today. Okay, so I've got to try this. This is cooled a little bit. We're going to try it. This is our apple cake. Oh my gosh. The bottom did not burn or anything. I love this. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to make sure it is not dry. Those apples are still crunchy, soft. They're not like mushy, but they're not like raw either. They're delicious. I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite desserts I've ever made. If I had a cookbook, if I was writing a cookbook, this would be the first recipe I ever put in it. I'm going to eat it all, guys. It's super moist, not dry. It took 1 hour and 10 minutes to bake. It's a pretty big cake. I actually could have done it in layers. Oh my gosh, y'all. No icing. Nothing but scrumptious. You guys go make this cake. Oh my gosh. You can put it in 2 cake pans. Put your apples around it. Or you can do it in a 9 by 13. It would probably be great too. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with this cake, and I'm going to finish eating it. I want to say thank you guys so much. Oh, your comments. You guys are the sweetest people. I'm just blown away. I'm just literally blown away at your sweetness and your kindness. You guys are awesome. And just keep watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment if you haven't commented. I answer all my comments. And keep watching. You guys are the best audience on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm in awe of you. There is no better. You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.